Okay, in this video we're going to deploy the Veeam backup for AWS appliance just using the marketplace, and I'm going to go through and just use CloudFormation for this. It's the easiest way. But you can also use CloudFormation as per the help center, or you can use an Amazon machine image if you prefer. So CloudFormation will go ahead and just create some IAM roles for you. If that's not okay, you can go through and create them manually, or you can use it to deploy the server, the product, sorry, and then roll them back or amend them after deployment. So just going to go through what I tested with a client yesterday. So being back for AWS paid. Let's see if you're testing, maybe use free, but I'm just going to use exactly what I did. You have to subscribe to this if you haven't already. I've already subscribed, so that's all cool. But if you haven't done that, then subscribe. Launch new instance, we'll go through the AMI method. So if you want to go that way, click launch new instance, but I'm going to go launch CloudFormation stack. Bit of configuration, so I'm just going to go through, I'm not going to do AMI, I'm going to go CloudFormation, and then depending on your environment, you can either select an existing AWS VPC or a new one. I'm just going to click new. You can just select which version of AWS for VMAC for AWS you want. I'm just going to go with the latest. And in what region? Still says EU there. Wonder if they're going to change that. Okay, cool. Going to launch. Right, so bit of a summary, launch software, launch CloudFormation. Let's go. So it's just going to open up the CloudFormation template in Wizard. Okay, so create the stack. Everything here can just stay as default, and this so it's the S3 location of the appliance here, and our template's ready to go. Obviously, if you're doing something different or funky, you can select something up here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click next. Enter a stack name, just something for testing purposes. You can select how large you want your appliance to be. So we've got best practice guidelines on the size of these and the size of your workers, etc. Workers are a bit like proxies if you use on Veeam on premise. I'm just going to leave it as T3 medium for this demonstration. Go ahead and create a key pair if you haven't already in the console, and click there to align that. Elastic IP, I'm going to leave it as false, and the inbound connection for our appliance, absolutely do not do what I'm typing in production. I'm allowing all traffic through to my appliance, so absolutely don't do this. You want to be a lot more locked down with proper CIDR settings, etc., or even a private configuration. So this is test purposes, don't do this, otherwise you'll have every Tom, Dick, Harry and Sally trying to connect to your appliance over the internet. Okay, so VPCs, just as per your configuration, your own setup. I'm just going to leave this as defaults here. All right, go ahead and click next. You can add a tag if you want, and any optional IAM roles. As I mentioned, CloudFormation does create, as per the help center here, creates 2 IAM roles as default just to get up and running, but you can go and create them manually if you like. What do we do if we get an issue? Rollback. So that's quite nice to have. If we get a problem, it just rolls it all back to how it was. You can just select more options here if you feel the need. Rollback configuration, notifications, etc. Bit of a summary. And just a radio button here just to say I acknowledge that AWS CloudFormation might create IAM resources. And so I'm going to change might. It will create IAM resources. So let's go for it. Hit submit. It's just the deployment wizard here, so just see I've got a create in progress and a few options up the top here. Not much to see at the moment, but it's just going ahead and creating all those resources on our behalf. So nice and easy. I said CloudFormation was easy, and this is it. It's just doing it all for you. So yeah, very easy option to get up and running quickly. So we'll just let this run through for a while. So starting to get some stuff created for our general environment here. Just a few items have created successfully, just waiting on one there. Instance profile. You see it's doing all the gateways, all the lifecycle policies, attaching our gateway, internet gateways all for us. So it's really, really easy. Just going through it. We're going to stack info here and we can just see our stack ID. Just try and click that and see what happens. It's probably not going to be ready yet. Yeah, maybe not quite. Still creating. Okay, let's give this a bit more time. Cool, so we've got create complete. That was pretty rapid. Can't quite see the time there. Oh, there, 3 past. Yeah, it's like 4 minutes to create that, so nice and easy. So let's go and find our appliance. There's that. Okay, yeah, resources. I forgot where that was for a second there. Okay, so yeah, this EC2 instance. So we can just see our EC2 instance there. Just when we access the appliance, we're going to need this instance ID. So I'm just going to save myself some time and just copy that. But yeah, just to authenticate that you are the owner of the appliance, then it will just need this in a second. So public IP, as I mentioned, just you want to lock that down more than I have here. So just going to go through the initial setup here. So Veeam's just going to go through its first run. A bit more time just to go and update itself, make sure it's on the latest versions, latest patches, all that kind of good stuff.